Senate Bill 2304, it was a bill that was passed with bipartisan support. I'm so proud of the legislature for taking that action. You know, thanks to them for making sure that they understand the needs of our North Dakota students. Many of our teachers across the state might be a little nervous about, well, there's a new requirement on them. How might they go about making sure that they are doing what they're supposed to do and doing what the legislature has asked them to do? So the North Dakota Essential Understandings has been a work in progress. And because we've been working on it for the last 7 years, there are over 150 exemplar lessons that teachers can access right now. We have over 350 video clips of elders from across the state, from all of our tribes, that will act as resources for our teachers to use. And most importantly, those video clips and those exemplar lessons, they're already aligned to our North Dakota Social Studies standards.
So Senate Bill 2304 requires all public and non-public schools to include Native American history in their curriculum. And this is a bill that I think has been long time wanted and coming, especially for our Native American students and families. It requires in 4th and 8th grade that they include Native American curriculum in their history, and then also at the high school secondary level. We're excited about it. There's a lot of excitement around the state from our families, from students, from educators, wanting resources to use to help them meet this requirement of the Senate Bill 2304.
Something that we did collaboratively was create our North Dakota Native American Essential Understanding Team of Champions. It's a mouthful, but we just call them the champions. And you know, the ideology behind that was to skill teachers up, teachers and other staff, administrators, ourselves, skill us up so that we were able to provide support within each of our buildings. And so when we came to schools and asked them if this was something that they wanted, the teachers were hungry for it. You know, they want to learn how to connect to students from different cultures, specifically Indigenous students.
I think the exposure of culture in the classroom is a wonderful thing. The North Dakota Native American Essential Understandings provide a fantastic framework for teachers to use to begin conversations, not just with people of Native culture, but also, I mean, it opens it up to all cultures, and it starts bridging gaps between well, myself being non-Native to the Native community, but also to, we have some students from Africa that have transferred in. We have students from Haiti that have transferred in, and it's just been fantastic to see them talk about similarities and differences between their cultures, and then the primarily white students talk about how, well, we have a lot of similar aspects in our cultures too. So it definitely opens up that conversation.
This is a whole foundation for you to start from. It's like a living document, right? We can add to it, we can edit it, we can, you know, teachers can teach it at their own level, add what they want to, but it's just a good foundation for everybody, you know? So the questions are coming and they're like, well, how do we utilize it? And I don't feel comfortable yet. And I was like, you don't have to feel comfortable. You know, you're just learning it just like we are, you know? But the big thing is it's there.
So when we found out about the Essential Understandings, that was just a beautiful gold mine of resources. When our Native students feel culturally included and accepted, it benefits everyone, not just our Native students. And our teachers have embraced that. They have asked meaningful, tough questions of themselves, of our district, of their practice. And so we're beginning to see a real shift in how they approach their lesson planning.
Well, I'm very excited. I'm glad that we're taking this further. I know that teachers are probably a little bit apprehensive and anxious at the same time.
Being in the classroom and seeing our Indigenous students connecting to the curriculum, connecting to the content, and specifically connecting to the resources that are the Essential Understandings, it was phenomenal. And the feedback that we got from teachers saying, that student, you know, was usually pretty quiet, and they really came out of their shell. They were collaborating with peers, they were engaging in the material, they were speaking up, they were sharing from their personal experience. It was just really something beautiful to see that this could be every student's reality within the classroom.
You know, with the Senate bill being passed, this is going to help us talk about those, or our true history that isn't in the textbooks right now. And we've built this team of champions with teachers that are really wanting to learn more about our Indigenous culture and helping with these lessons. So now there's a little bit of comfort level with some of our teachers to be able to share these lessons. And that's where we come in, you know, to be able to connect with them and assist with those lesson plans. So it's been a work in progress, but a beautiful one, because, you know, once you see the lessons that are being taught and the questions that are being asked by our students and that need and that want, not only from our Native kids, but also our non-Native kids that are in the classrooms, you know, because they're like, you know, I didn't know this, I didn't know, you know, and it's really important that we get this out. So now that we have that Senate bill and our Teaching of Our Elders website to be able to build this and kind of lead the way, and I
You know, at the department level, we don't create curriculum, but we do create and have resources that could be used as a framework for teachers and school leaders to develop and assist in their own creation of their curriculum.
So as our teachers enter into the fall and ask the question, how might I be able to make sure that the students that I'm teaching are learning about the tribes in North Dakota? I don't want them to think that they're alone in this. There are exemplar lessons that are ready to go. There are video resources that are ready to go. And we're not stopping there. The Essential Understandings is moving into another phase where there's professional development that we're planning. There are teams of champions that have already been established across the state that have been doing this work for many years, not because they had to, but they knew that it was important for their students. And so as teachers who may not have been diving as deeply as they have wanted to, know that they're not alone, that they can access their partners, they can attend professional development. We will have a host of resources and professional development opportunities at our Indian Education Summit this summer, and we will continue that professional development for our middle school and high school teachers through a new professional development opportunity that we're developing. And they just need to get in contact with us at the Department of Public Instruction. Lucy Fredericks is the point of contact here, and I'm sure many of our teachers already know her, but if not, please contact us. We'll get you connected with the things that you need to know. Most importantly, we just really want our teachers to know that there are existing resources that will continue to fill that resource bank, continue to fill those exemplar lesson plans that are ready for you to use in your classrooms across the state.